Listen carefully, my child. This is not meant to frighten you, but it is meant to stop you from ignoring what your spirit already feels. So, do not skip this, my child. If you do, you can lose your tomorrow. This message is for you. I am speaking to you now. Tomorrow carries weight, not danger for everyone, not chaos for the world, but pressure, specifically for you. There are days when grace flows easily, days when protection surrounds without effort, days when doors open because they are meant to. Tomorrow is not one of those days. And I must be honest with you. Tomorrow, God will be silent. Not absent, not gone, but silent. This silence is not punishment. It is a boundary. There are moments when divine law does not intervene directly. Because a lesson must not be interrupted. Because choice must be made without rescue. Because growth cannot be forced by comfort. Tomorrow is one of those moments. You may wake with an unusual heaviness. Your thoughts may feel louder. Your patience thinner. Your emotions closer to the surface than usual. Pay attention to that. It is not weakness. It is awareness. You are stepping into a window where consequences move faster than prayers. Words spoken tomorrow will carry more weight than you expect. Decisions made in haste will echo longer than usual. Trust given too quickly may not be returned. And this is why you must hear the next truth clearly. While God remains silent tomorrow, Archangel Michael will not be. Michael is not the comforter. He is the protector. He does not soften lessons. He guards lives through them. When divine silence falls, Michael stands at the threshold. Tomorrow is not about blessings. It is about defense. You are not being tested to see if you will succeed. You are being tested to see if you will pause. If you rush tomorrow, you will collide with resistance. If you argue, you will multiply conflict. If you chase clarity from people, you will receive confusion. This is why Michael's presence matters. He does not answer prayers with explanations. He answers with boundaries. Tomorrow, you must let him set those boundaries for you. Do not over-explain yourself. Do not volunteer information. Do not step into arguments that feel unnecessary. If something feels off, that is not anxiety. That is instruction. Michael's warnings are subtle but firm. A tight feeling in your chest when you consider a choice. A hesitation before sending a message. A sudden urge to wait. These are not delays. They are shields. God's silence tomorrow means you must not rely on reassurance. You must rely on discipline. This is not a day to test limits. Not a day to confront. Not a day to force outcomes. Tomorrow rewards restraint. There may be someone who tries to provoke you, intentionally or not. Someone who misreads your tone. Someone who pushes for an answer you are not meant to give. Say less. Michael does not need you to fight. He needs you to hold position. Understand this clearly. Nothing is being taken from you tomorrow, but something could be damaged if you act without awareness. That is why intervention shifts hands. God steps back so you can see what happens when wisdom replaces emotion. Michael steps forward so nothing crosses a line into harm. You are not being abandoned. You are being guarded differently. Tonight, before you sleep, do one simple thing. Release the need to control tomorrow. Say, quietly or aloud, that you will move slowly, that you will listen more than speak, that you will trust pauses more than impulses. This is enough. You do not need rituals. You do not need fear. You do not need prepare for disaster. You only need to respect the warning. Tomorrow is not dangerous. It is sensitive. And sensitive moments require protection, not pressure. In the next part, you will understand what specifically to avoid tomorrow and how Michael protection shows itself in real, practical ways, not signs in the sky, but decisions in ordinary moments. Stay with this. Do not dismiss it, and do not rush ahead. Tomorrow, the danger does not arrive loudly. It does not announce itself. It does not look like an emergency. It looks ordinary. That is why people get caught. The first thing you must understand is this. Tomorrow's risk is reaction, not action. Reaction. You will be presented with moments that invite you to respond quickly. A message, a comment, a look, a tone, a sudden demand for clarity. These moments are traps only if you step into them without pause. This is where Archangel Michael becomes active. Michael does not remove situations. He controls timing. If something is meant to be answered tomorrow, you will feel calm when you answer it. If it is not, you will feel pressure. Pressure is the signal. Do not confuse pressure with urgency. Tomorrow, urgency is false. Anyone who pushes you to decide, explain, forgive, confront, or commit immediately is not aligned with your protection. That does not make them evil. It makes them unaware. Michael's protection works like this. He slows your hand before you press send. He interrupts your words mid-sentence with a thought like, wait. He pulls your attention away from situations that would drain you, but you must cooperate. Here is what to avoid tomorrow. Do not argue to be understood. If someone misunderstands you, let it sit. Clarity will come later, not tomorrow. Do not correct people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Correction tomorrow creates escalation, not resolution. Do not reveal plans, fears, or personal details, even to people you trust. Tomorrow is not the day for vulnerability. Do not revisit old wounds thinking closure will happen. Tomorrow opens wounds. It does not heal them. This is not forever. This is one day. Tomorrow is a bridge day, unstable if rushed, safe if crossed slowly. Michael's role is not emotional comfort. It is strategic safety. You may notice strange interruptions, plans changing last minute, people canceling, delays that frustrate you. Do not resist these. These are not obstacles. They are reroutes. A canceled meeting may prevent a confrontation. A delay may stop you from saying something irreversible. A missed call may save you from absorbing someone else's chaos. Trust interruptions tomorrow. They are intentional. There's also something else you must know. Tomorrow, God's silence may feel unsettling if you are used to reassurance. You may feel like your prayers are unanswered or your intuition is muted. This is not abandonment. This is a test of self-command. Tomorrow asks, can you choose restraint without emotional reward? Can you pause without immediate validation? Can you trust protection without explanation? Michael protects those who do not force clarity. If you feel uncertain tomorrow, that is not a sign to act. It is a sign to wait. One of the biggest mistakes tomorrow would be assuming that discomfort means danger. Discomfort means alignment is being adjusted. Danger comes only when you ignore restraint. You are safest tomorrow when you are quiet, observant, and grounded in your body. Eat properly. Hydrate. Sleep if you can. Stay physically steady. Spiritual protection does not replace practical care. It works alongside it. If you must make a decision tomorrow, ask yourself one question before acting. Can this wait 24 hours? If the answer is yes, wait. If the answer is no, proceed slowly, clearly, and without emotion. Michael protects precision, not panic. There may be a moment tomorrow when you feel tempted to prove something. Your worth, your honesty, your strength, your innocence. Do not prove anything. Proof tomorrow costs more than silence. You are not losing ground by staying still. You are holding it. As the day progresses, You may feel relief without knowing why. That relief means you avoided something you were never meant to face. You will not see what Michael blocked. You are not meant to. Protection is invisible by design. In the final part, you'll understand what tomorrow leads into, why this warning matters beyond one day, and how divine silence transitions back into guidance after the danger passes. Stay steady. You are being watched over, just not in the way you expect. Tomorrow is not the end of something. It is the narrow passage before a shift. That is why the warning matters. Many people think danger always announces itself with chaos. But the most significant turning points arrive quietly, disguised as ordinary days where one wrong reaction can bend the path. You are being protected because what comes after tomorrow requires you intact. God's silence does not mean distance. It means handover. There are moments when divine guidance moves from voice to structure, from reassurance to discipline, from comfort to guardianship. That is when Archangel Michael stands closest. Michael guards thresholds. Tomorrow is one of those thresholds. After tomorrow, clarity returns, but only if restraint is honored. If you move carefully, you will notice something subtle the day after. Your mind will feel clearer. Conversations will resolve themselves without effort. Something that felt tense will simply dissolve. This is not coincidence. This is cause and effect. The danger tomorrow is not loss. It is distortion. Distortion of relationships. Distortion of self-respect. Distortion of timing. Michael prevents distortion by enforcing stillness. That is why impatience feels dangerous tomorrow. Why impulsive honesty feels wrong. Why emotional confrontation feels heavy instead of freeing. Those feelings are not weakness. They are warnings. If you honor them, the past stabilizes. If you ignore them, consequences stretch longer than they need to. Here is the most important truth of all. Tomorrow does not require faith. It requires obedience to restraint. Faith returns after. Many people confuse faith with action, but faith is sometimes a decision not to act. After tomorrow, God's voice will return, gently, clearly, without force, but only if you do not demand answers during the silence. Silence is sacred space. Do not fill it with noise. There is something being prepared for you that cannot coexist with chaos. That is why tomorrow strips away unnecessary motion. Think of it like this. If you are carrying something fragile through a narrow corridor, you do not run. You do not argue. You do not explain yourself. You slow down. Tomorrow, you are the fragile thing, not because you are weak, but because what you carry next is valuable. Michael ensures you arrive whole. There may be moments tomorrow when you feel alone in your awareness, like others don't see what you see or feel what you feel. That is normal. Protection often feels isolating because it removes you from unnecessary entanglements. Do not chase connection tomorrow. Do not seek reassurance from people who cannot give it. Connection returns naturally when the passage is crossed. If fear arises tomorrow, do not fight it. Fear is not the enemy. Panic is. Fear asks you to slow down. Panic asks you to rush. Choose slow. By nightfall tomorrow, you may feel tired without having done much. That is a sign of restraint well held. Rest. You are not meant to process what was avoided. You are meant to recover from vigilance. The day after tomorrow, something will feel lighter. Not dramatically, not magically, but cleaner. A decision will feel easier. A conversation will lose its charge. A worry will no longer grip you. That is the release. This warning was not given so you could be afraid. It was given so you could pass through untouched. You were not meant to fight tomorrow. You were meant to be carried through it. Michael does not need praise. He needs cooperation. And cooperation looks like this. Pause before responding. Say less than usual. Trust interruptions. Avoid emotional intensity. Protect your energy. Let silence do its work. Do this, and tomorrow will not mark you. It will pass you. Afterward, guidance returns. Momentum resumes. And what was waiting beyond the threshold finally becomes accessible. You were warned because you were valued. You were protected because you were needed beyond this point. Stay steady. Move gently. And let the guardian do what he was assigned to do. This is not the end of help. It is the moment help changes form.